Hi, today's July 17th, 2012, update number 6.
Okay, another update in the garden. On the deck here, we'll go through these things here first. As you can see, all my plants are droopy. Just watered them. Very hot here this week. It's like 95 today, and hasn't rained much, so just watering the vegetables, and I'm going to water the big garden right when I'm done the video. So basil, looking really nice, getting bushy. Gonna make salsa actually today or tomorrow, so gonna use some of that. Here is Cherry 1000, looking really good. Actually got my first red tomato there. I'm gonna pick that and eat that. But a lot of tomatoes, as you can see, a lot of little tomatoes. Here are these two are my late tomatoes, and these are Cherokee Purple, looking really good for as late as I started them. Tons of flowers, and again, they'll bounce back till just because of the sun today. I had to water them, but both looking really good. Didn't know how they do starting so late, but looking good. Jalapeno pepper there, looking good. Here's another Sweet 1000, Cherry 1000, you say. Another one that's almost ripe. I stuck a Rutgers back here. It's got a little tomato on it, but I think this Cherry 1000 is doing pretty well. So. See how that goes. Here's another jalapeno. I'm gonna pick a couple of them probably tomorrow and put in my salsa. They're looking really good. This is one of my heirlooms, green zebra, looking really nice. Got a lot of tomatoes on it. I'd say a lot of average golf ball size tomatoes, but got to be 20 tomatoes at least on there. I think 25. Looking real nice. I never tried this variety before, so I'm interested in see how they taste. My dill's doing really good. I'm gonna make some pickles as well probably tomorrow. You'll see how many cucumbers I gotta pick. Way beyond picking some of them in the garden. Just gotten crazy big. Here's a lemon boy. Again, looking droopy just because of the water, but nice clusters of tomatoes. Again, probably golf ball is the biggest one on these. Here's another heirloom I got from someone. This is Black Crimson. Again, looking really good, really healthy. Got a tennis ball sized tomato there. So here's a couple pots. Again, my dill there had some scallions, and my cilantro that is officially dead. Just pulled radishes, and here's another dill and rosemary. I'm gonna probably plant some radishes in there. Another dill there. Can never have as much dill. This is for all the pickles I make, so doing well. And last, some mortgage lifter tomato. Again, some good clusters back there, so it's not bad. So garden looking good. Here's the boys. Got it's our cat, RJ. So we'll go down here. Little flower bed. Sunflowers never came up, and to be honest with you, I never remember to plant that second batch of sunflowers, so flowers are looking good though. The garden, although it's going to be dry, is just doing really well. Especially my squash and zucchini, yellow squash, and spaghetti squash. Finally having a good year with those. So again, need to water it. I'm going to do that right after us, but I'm going to harvest a lot tonight. These peppers, these were late ones too. Never really, I got some peppers on them, but just not growing that big. This is probably one of my biggest nice surprises, is the spaghetti squash. Again, last couple of years with the squash bugs, and yes, I do have them. We've been picking off all the eggs and trying to control them, and every week we pick out a big handful of eggs all over them. But I think I'm going to try to control them and hopefully last as long as we can. Spaghetti squash, give you an idea, where I literally didn't have enough to harvest one last year. Got a small one there, got a nice one there, got another nice one there, one back there. There's a squash bug right on there. These are about the size of I'd say a real small football. Again, the squash bugs are definitely here. We're just going to try to control them as long as possible. We've been ripping all the eggs off. Again, that's actually one of the first large squash bugs I saw. So, and again, I've been hand pollinating. Another big one here. So, doing really well. Yellow squash, here's one I'm going to pick today. I've been hand pollinating these for weeks, and it's really helped. But they just keep on growing, keep doing well. So I've been freezing zucchini and yellow squash. I'm going to have it for months. So doing that well. Giving a lot of it away, but finally having a good year, so freezing a lot. As you can see, I go away, get out of here for a couple days, and look at that one. That's a lot bigger than I would have liked. It's well over a foot. It's 3 times as big as I usually pick them. But we'll get that picked tonight. And here, another one, another real big one, a smaller one behind it, another big one there, and actually this is closer to the size I like to pick, even a little smaller than that. But that's a real nice zucchini. So about 4 or 5 to pick from those batches alone. Here's my little finger eggplants. I'm going to pick some of these tonight. Again, I never really had these. These are little small ones, and as you can see, these are a couple that looks like they're getting rotten. I don't know if the sun's baking them, but these are loaded. So I'm going to pick some of these tonight. So they're doing really well. Here's another one. Wow, it's a nice one. Broccoli. That's my next project. I'm going to cut as much of that out tonight, and I'm going to pull all those plants and probably grow some beans, some more bush beans. Purple bell peppers, just loaded. This plant alone here, as you can see, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could pick like 6 peppers off of that plant alone tonight. So, and they're all like that. There's probably 8 or 9 on here, but just really nice big peppers. Another couple here. Here are the sweet Cubanelles. Again, I just mix my peppers, so I have so many different varieties. I really don't even care, because I mix them, I cut them up, I'll freeze them, I'll put them in salsa, I pickle them. So I do the mild and the hot, the same, kind of evens out. Another green Jupiter, just filled. Lots of nice clusters. Here's another. These are actually the hot bananas, I believe. And again, we're going to let them, we'll stay on there and let them keep growing. Let them turn orange and red, and then we'll be picking them. I picked a couple the other day, and they're really good. Here's the yellow bells. Again, all looking really good. Nice peppers there. It's a big cluster of 4. And we'll let them keep getting on there. We'll let them ripe. There's another 4 or 5 cluster. And these are another hot, I believe, hot banana peppers. Again, everything doing really well. Tomatoes. These are the celebrities. Definitely my best looking tomato, I would say. Just clusters of huge baseball size and bigger tomatoes. I can't wait for these to get ripe. I'd say there's got to be 20, 25 tomatoes on each plant, from the small to the big ones. There's four plants of the celebrities, and this is my most full one. This one's got like 2 really big ones down here. See if I can peek. Bigger than almost the size of a softball. Just clusters, just everywhere. So really looking forward to them getting ripe. Here's my kale. Huge. Was eating it in salad and can't keep up with that either. I can't keep up with really anything right now. But been cooking that up, kind of steaming it and then sauteing it. It's really good. So again, luckily I have a lot of people I can give it to, and people appreciate it. So I like to give a lot of it away. Here's another zucchini plant, which again is really doing good. I'm so glad I planted another one over here. And here's some couple that could be picked soon. And there's like a really perfect size zucchini. So I'll pick that tonight. Again, gonna freeze a bunch. Here are my Viva Italia tomatoes. These are like the Roma style. And as I can see, I was gonna get some Epsom salt. And I see here, it looks like we got blossom end rot. Yep, end rot. So I'm gonna get some salt on these right away. And there's actually my first orange tomato. So I'm gonna get some salt on these right away. And so we don't ruin too many tomatoes. But they're full. They're not actually too big right now, but they're looking really good. Here are my Brandywines. Again, looking really good. Got some really nice sized tomatoes on here. Mostly hardball size. There's one that's splitting. Nice cluster. Lots of clusters. I'm really looking forward to tasting these. I never grew Brandywine, and I see a lot of people do, and I heard they're really nice. So again, real nice size tomatoes. They all look really good. From top to bottom, big clusters. These last three here are Lemon Boys. And again, same thing. Just a mountain clusters there. There's probably there's about a dozen, 13 tomatoes just on the bottom half of that. So lots of salsa, lots of freezing. I freeze my tomatoes so I can make salsa later in the year. Again, just loaded. Can't stress that enough. Here is a pepper plant that is getting overgrown with my lemon cucumber. It doesn't look like it's doing much. Again, Lemon Boy. But here's my cucumber plant. This is definitely my best wall. Lemon cucumbers. I had one of these the other day. Not bad. You know, kind of different, but going really well. Here's my, you can picture the size of these cucumbers. This is actually just an average one, but this one right here, it's amazing. I am not a small guy, and this has got to be, I'm going to say 17, 18 inches long, and it's just too big actually, but you leave them for a few extra days and they come out and they're just gigantic. So we'll harvest that one. Again, they're floating around here. That's a normal, probably 10-inch size. And so we're gonna make cucumber salad and pickles and keep making them up. So give you an idea, that's probably my best cucumber wall there. There's another zucchini plant. Got this one was a late one too. Got a nice zucchini there ready to pick. Here's my pickling cucumbers, and they are not doing well. All of a sudden, just been picking cucumbers on them, and it looks like I got another whole bunch to pick. And they just hide. They're just, you seem to find them everywhere. Pull a big weed out of there. But again, weeds are overgrown, and a lot of them to pick, but these are not doing well. I don't know why. So I don't know if they're got some kind of disease or what. But beans, I picked a batch of beans. As you can see, I cleared out my lettuce. I think I'm just gonna see how this goes, and I'm gonna plant beans over where the broccoli was. I don't know if I'll plant anything here, but my sunflower, the boy's sunflower I should say, it's almost as tall as me, so it's almost 6 foot. We're just gonna let her go. That was a volunteer, so the boys wanted to see how big it got. There's a nice tomato, cucumber, another cucumber. So we'll pick, 20, 30 cucumbers today between the small ones and the big ones. But again, these are the bush crop. Not doing well, and then you get over here and they're doing pretty well. So I don't know, certain variety, just not looking good. So, but again, that's why I plant a lot of them, just in case this were to happen. Weeded all my onions, and the onions are actually, these are white sweet onions, and they're doing really well. I'd say they're average of anywhere from golf ball to getting to be a small tennis ball, about a tennis ball almost. I picked out a couple by accident. So more peppers. Here's hot Portugal. I've never grown them, and here's one actually, rotten a little bit, but turning red. And these are just loaded as well. This is a green Jupiter that got mixed up, but you see just loaded. I gotta watch these so they don't rot. Yeah, something I gotta pick. But that, and then I have two big, nice jalapenos. A lot of peppers on these, lots of peppers. And then another green Jupiter. Again, no lack of peppers here. I freeze a lot of peppers, pickle a lot of them. And these are jalapenos. These are late ones too. No peppers on them yet, but a lot of flowers. So hopefully they'll do well. I like to use them in my chili and stuff. Not my chili, but salsa. Here's these again. I'm not sure what it is. That is the hot Korean pepper, and then this is one I don't know. So again, I think that's everything. I'm gonna water them now. Again, everything's looking really good. Well, most of everything. Cucumbers a little struggling, but tomatoes are looking really good. Things getting big, lots of fruit. I'll get some Epsom salt on there and really take that rot away. But again, all the peppers, lots of peppers. Broccoli, like I said, I'm gonna rip that out after I pick them and probably do some peas. And again, the zucchini, yellow squash, and again, spaghetti squash. So there's the garden. Hope you enjoyed the update. These next few weeks, another few weeks, I'm going to go harvesting crazy here and get a can and do freeze a lot. So again, any comments are welcome. Any advice is always helpful. Appreciate it. And I'll give you another update in a couple weeks. Okay, thanks a lot.